Rex Lim, 8 years MDRT member. He will be sharing the topic Retirement for All.
Good morning, MDRT and MDRT experience. My name is Rex Lim. I'm an 8 years MDRT member. Today, I'm going to share with you the topic called Retirement for All. There are 5 ideas I'm going to share with you. The first idea, I still remember this idea. I used it many years ago. All right, like since 17 years ago, I use this idea. This idea until today is still a very useful idea for me. The idea called retirement timeline concept. This idea, when you meet a prospect, you draw a line. We call it a retirement timeline. All right. The first question you will ask, Mr. Prospect, may I know how old you start to work? And he will say, 21. And Mr. Prospect, may I know how old you are today, this year? And he said, 35. So the next questions I will ask, in these 14 years, how much you have saved in your bank? I'm talking about liquid cash. 9 out of 10, they will say, I don't save much. You know what is the problem that you can't save? The problem is actually you save in the wrong place. All right, why I say it's the wrong place? Because most of people, they save in the bank. The bank, there's a thing called ATM. ATM, we call it always take money. And the next thing is ambil tak masuk. So this account, the money in, the money out. So you don't have a system to save. Am I right? That's why 14 years later, you save less. Okay? So according to EPF, you're going to retire in 55. So now you are 35 years old. And 20 years time, you're going to retire. So 21 years old, you work. And 55 years old, you retired. You got 34 years to make your money. Yeah? So imagine, average lifespan, you can reach until age of 85. Because of the modern medication advancement, like a stem cell, like all these medical advancement, you can live longer. So we put the age of estimation of 85. So from 55, you retire until 85, you got 30 years to retire. So in short, meaning that you have to work for 34 years to make your money and retire in 30 years, which is your 34 years, you make your money, you have to be spent in 30 years' time when you retire. All right? So there's is 2 things you have to remember, you have to realize. All right? The first one, when you retire, what you need? Basically, your accommodation, your meal, a day. So a simple calculations, 1 day 3 meals, which is 60 ringgit a day. So in 30 days, 1 month, you have to spend around 1,008. So 1,008 times 12 months is 21,600 per year. And 21,600 per year times 30 years, you need 648,000. This is A. And B, you need a long-term care. So what is long-term care? Long-term care is the long-term medication care on yourself when you retire. 1,005 per month times 12 months, you need 18,000 a year. 18,000 per year times 30 years, you need 540,000. So A plus B is 1.188 million. But sir, I have EPF. Yes. How much estimation EPF do you have? Roughly 300,000. So you still need another 900,000. So immediately I can open up my laptop, my iPad. I can calculate this is the need and the one that you need to fund for your retirement. Okay. So I work backwards. You need to save around maybe 3,000 a month to get this figure in the future. But then the prospect say, I cannot save so much. All right. So maybe we can save 50% first. What about it? This concept, normally, when the first questions I ask, how much money you save in bank for the entire 14 years? All right, so these questions already can close the case. This is the first idea. So the second idea is actually the 4 retirement questions to close the case, or the 4 retirement questions to attempt to close the case. The first question is, Mr. Prospect, will you get old one day? The answer will be yes. And the second question is, when you are old, do you need to retire? And they will say yes. And the third question is, when you are retired, do you need a retirement fund? They will say yes as well. So if yes, your retirement fund need to be prepared now or after you retired. And then they will say yes. So can I have your IC, please? So I just sign. Okay, because this is a trap. All right, 4 questions to attempt closing for retirement. Idea number 3. To have money for your retirement, you should have 2 elements in your retirement portfolio. The first element is consistent, and the second element is a long term. Therefore, our saving plans have a system for you to save. All right? We don't sell product. We don't sell plans to our prospect. Yeah? But we sell them a system. For example, why EPF is so successful today? Because it's a compulsory saving. Everybody have to deduct from the salary every month. Yeah? And you cannot withdraw. But you can withdraw due to certain reason you can withdraw. Okay? But most of the money in the EPF you cannot withdraw. Yeah, because it's meant to be retired. It's meant to be used in retirement. Yeah? So basically the concept it will be the same. It's just that you save with us, it's in your money, in your left pocket, and you bring out, and when maturity, during your retirement age, we will pay you double in the right pocket. The money still belongs to you. Okay? So you need a consistent and long term. Because based on my first idea, a lot of people, they save money, but they save in the wrong place. For example, if you put a fixed deposit, 10,000 in a bank, let's say January 1st, and the next year, January 1st again, the bank will call you, yes, hello Mr. Rex, your 10,000 FD due already. Can you place another FD? No, the answer is not. So it's up to you whether you want to keep on saving, consistently save, long-term save, or anything. It's up to you. There's no mandatory for you to save, right? But you save with us. In insurance company, we will send you a notice premium, right? Every year you have to save without fail. The moment you want to save the plan right for 10 years, you have to save for 10 years. Okay? The retirement plan for 20 years, you will save for 20 years. So you will go wrong. This is a system, so-called. So the fourth idea. The topic is no water supply story. Okay, this idea I get it from, I still remember I get it from Vancouver, 2016. They're sharing by one of the Hong Kong MDRT. So I use it until today. So she asked the prospect, if today there's no water supply in your house, what you will do? The prospect said, of course, I will save up all my water. Then the advisor will ask again, for what? Yeah, because I have to bath, I have to cook, I have to do cleaning. Yeah, right. So what if the water supply don't come for 20 years? And then they will think, what's going on? 20 years, no water supply. Yeah, imagine that. When you retired 20 years later, it's actually every day also no water supply. You know why they said it? Because you got no income. You got no income. All right? So you have to save more water. You have to keep more water for the future usage. Because otherwise the water will be depleted as soon as possible. Am I right? Because there's no money coming in. So again, I will ask the final questions again. So your retirement income, you have to prepare now or after you retired? They will say now. You see, sometimes, some people, you have to use an idea to share with them. To share with them that this retirement, you have to do it that way. You cannot share with them that you have to buy this, this is a very good plan. They don't buy your idea. They don't buy your idea at all. You have to bring a story up, then they make them understand. Because I can tell you, more than 90% of people, they work for money and then they spend for the entire month. And they will wait for another month to come. I mean the salary. So this is not a proper financial planning, and this is not the proper retirement planning as well. Okay? So the last and the final, the fifth ideas. Two reservoir concept. So this concept is actually meant for businessmen and also sophisticated investor. Okay? All right? So you draw up two reservoir, I call it. So the first one, you can check on the diagram. Okay? The first round circle is all your financial portfolio. It will consist of fixed deposit, unit trust, share, properties, rental, and etc. Let's say we make it a number of, you have a 1 million asset for your entire portfolio. So it runs 6% per annum annual returns. Is that fair? 5 to 6% is fair, because this financial portfolio, you see, like shares, the FD is 1 point something, you know. Share can give you around 6 to 7, sometimes you get 20, you know. So property maybe 5%, average up, I make it a 6%. So you have annual returns of 60,000. Okay? So, sir, transfer your investment return to our new asset class. What is this asset class all about? It's actually a capital guarantee tax-free retirement income. Wow, this is a new asset class. Yes, it's a new asset class. Because based on your asset, nothing is capital guaranteed, including FD. Okay? So, imagine that 60,000 you can transfer to my company, our insurance company, for 5 times or 10 times of your interest transfer. And 20 years later, your money is still your money. And let your money interest grow more retirement income for you. And there's no risk involved, it's capital guarantee. And also this retirement income account will give you a tax-free income every year. This is the 5 ideas I shared today. Pick up one of the idea of your choice and work on it. You might be MDRT this year. I will see you at the top. Thank you.